Ever feel like there's an unstoppable monster of anger hiding inside you? For Bruce Banner, that's not just a feeling, it's his reality. Welcome to the tragic, explosive, and surprisingly deep story of the Incredible Hulk. Our story begins with Dr. Bruce Banner, a brilliant but socially withdrawn physicist. During a test of his experimental gamma bomb, a young man named Rick Jones wanders onto the test site. In a heroic act, Banner shoves Rick into a protective trench, but in doing so, he absorbs the full blast of gamma radiation. This should have been the end for him. Instead, it was a horrifying beginning. When night fell, something changed. Banner's body twisted and contorted, his skin turned gray, and he transformed into a massive, brutish creature. This was the original Hulk, not the green giant we know today, but a nocturnal monster driven by primal rage. Over time, the transformation evolved. The Hulk's skin turned green, and his appearances became tied not to the setting sun, but to Banner's own surging emotions, especially anger. Imagine living with that. Any moment of stress, any spike in your heart rate, could unleash a destructive force that the military sees as a public menace. General Thaddeus Thunderbolt Ross, the father of Bruce's love, Betty Ross, dedicated his life to hunting the Hulk, creating a relentless cat-and-mouse game across the American landscape. The Hulk just wanted to be left alone, but trouble always found him. But the Hulk is more than just a rage monster. Inside Banner's fractured mind, a whole cast of personalities began to emerge, each one a different Hulk. There was the cunning Gray Hulk, also known as Joe Fixits, who worked as a Las Vegas enforcer. He was weaker than the Savage Hulk, but far more intelligent and morally ambiguous. Then came the Professor Hulk, a merged personality that combined Banner's intellect with the Hulk's strength. For a time, it seemed like the perfect solution. He was a leader, an avenger, a hero in his own right. Yet, Banner's psyche is a fragile thing, scarred by a traumatic childhood. This inner turmoil meant that no single personality could stay in control forever. The beast was always lurking. This led to one of the Hulk's most iconic storylines, Planet Hulk. Tricked by a group of Earth's heroes who deemed him too dangerous, the Hulk was rocketed into space, intended for a peaceful, uninhabited planet. Instead, his ship crash-landed on the brutal world of Sakaar. Forced into gladiatorial combat, the Hulk, now called the Green Scar, did what he does best, smash. But he also did something unexpected. He forged alliances, inspired a rebellion, and eventually became the king of Sakaar, finding a home and a family. For the first time, he wasn't a monster. He was a hero, a husband, a king. But tragedy is never far from the Hulk. The ship that brought him to Sakaar exploded, devastating the planet and killing his queen, consumed by a grief and rage beyond anything he had ever felt. The Hulk blamed the heroes who sent him away. He gathered his surviving allies, the Warbound, and set a course back to Earth. This led to World War Hulk, where a smarter, more powerful, and utterly furious Hulk declared war on the planet, seeking not just revenge, but justice. He single-handedly defeated teams of heroes, from the Avengers to the X-Men, proving that he truly is the strongest one there is, from a misunderstood monster to a cunning strategist, a king, and an avenger of worlds. The Hulk's journey is a powerful exploration of rage, trauma, and the search for peace. He is the ultimate paradox, a force of total destruction born from a man who wants only to heal. The story of Bruce Banner and the Hulk is a constant battle, not just with supervillains, but with the monster within. Thanks so much for watching. If you love deep dives into your favorite comic characters, be sure to smash that subscribe button and hit the bell so you don't miss our next video. See you next time.